On this date in history, it's October the 20th, 1960. U.S. ships surround Cuba, ordered there by John F. Kennedy. He had feigned illness for 4 days while he and his staff had pored over photos of the Soviet missile installations on the Isle of Cuba. Blockade worked. Nikita Khrushchev, John Fitzgerald Kennedy negotiating via letters, telegraphs, phone calls, and they finally both made concessions and ended the crisis. 1947, a tragic chapter in American history began. The Anti-American Committee looking into allegations of commie associations in Hollywood, the Red Scourge penetrating our national filmmaking institutions, beginning the blacklisting and the horrible things that were done to Americans under the name of patriotism. Herbert Hoover, on this date in history, died 1964. He got a sense of humor later on. He once said, "I'm amazed that so many people could credit me with such intelligence, such power, and such abilities that I could single-handedly create worldwide depression." Thomas Hughes, English writer, born on this date, 1823, he said, "Life is more than just beer and Skittles, but everyone's education should include a large dose of both." Dose. Almost went Spanish on you. John Dewey, 1859, great American thinker, was born. Mickey Mantle, baseball great, Yank. 1931 he was born. He said, "If I knew I was going to live this long, I would have taken better care of myself." Tom Petty, 1953, was born. And Snoop Dogg, yeah, 1972, Snoop Dogg was born. 1973, on this date, the Sydney Opera House opened. Great architectural achievement and freed the world of those square box things that we were stuck with up until then. Imagination came back to architecture. 1803, an enormous event took place. The Senate approved the Louisiana Purchase. And this, if you ever get to read this is cool politics and cool history. Thomas Jefferson sent James Monroe and Robert Livingston to negotiate with Napoleon to buy Louisiana and parts of Florida. Napoleon, well, he looked at it and he thought, well, we just received this from the Spaniards 2 years ago. They had it. Going to go to war with the English. They might, take over. They want to, have a colony over there again. So all I'll do is I'll sell it to these Americans, take their money and use the money to fight the English. And that's what happened. $15 million doubled the size of our territory. That's on this date in history. That's what I have. It's October 20th.